At the end of the day, there is one thing that is the most important thing for our entire organization. What are we focused on? Our core focus is changing lives. Now you may say, Matt, you're just a real estate company. You're saying that because you're not a part of what we get to do every day. We are focused on changing lives each and every day. We just happen to do that through real estate. That is one avenue that we have to help us change lives. Now you may say, Matt, that's cliche, that's this, that's that. I promise you we live it each and every day. And the stories that we get to hear, the things we get to witness of people with the biggest purchase or biggest sale of their lives, we have a massive impact on that each and every day. Not to mention the success stories of people inside of our organization that have transformed their lives, that have built lifelong friendships and relationships that will propel their lives forever, because our focus is not blurred. Our focus is crystal clear.
Why I feel it's important for our team to focus on changing life is because what you focus on expands. And with us always focusing on changing lives, we're constantly going to be able to impact those, not only on our team, not only are those people of the team's family members, but our communities that we serve as well. And it's so important. You never know what conversation you can have, who you will meet that you'll be able to impact and change their lives forever.
When we say our core focus is changing lives, what that means is we're not only changing the lives of our buyers and sellers. That's absolutely part of the people that we're changing the lives of. There's first-time home buyers. There are people who literally go from homeless to being a homeowner. There's people who are retiring and looking to settle down and to downsize. Like there's newlywed couples. Like I could go on and on about the amount of lives that we change just within our clients. But we also change so many more lives than just that. And so you can almost tunnel vision on the clients, but I think it's really cool to zoom out and see the bigger picture. We're changing the lives of the agents within our team, the experienced team that we have, are all of our staff, changing the lives for them. We're changing the lives of members within our community who are seeing our mission and who are seeing what we're doing. It's trickling out into our entire industry. We're changing the lives through our All or Nothing brand, helping real estate agents who aren't even in this area, who are in Canada, some of them, or California, helping give them the tools they need to succeed as well. So it really goes way past St. Robert and Rolla, and that's what I love about it. You know, for me personally, when I came to Matt Smith Real Estate Group, I had been a nanny for 9 years, and I loved being a nanny, but I was ready to be done with it. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I saw a job ad for the receptionist position, and Lauren happened to be my real estate agent, and I was like, you know what, let's give it a shot. You know, who knows? I loved the mission, I loved what we were doing, so I applied for it, and I fell in love with it. I joined as our receptionist, and then found a career with Matt Smith Real Estate Group in our marketing department, and then with our experience team, and just my career has flourished. And not just the career, but the people that I've met through it. The people here have been my family. You know, I didn't know anybody here when I moved here, literally no one. And so to have a group of people that, hey, my car broke down, who do I call? Not the Ghostbusters, I gotta call people at work because I don't have anybody here. My mom is 2 hours away, and Hunter's parents, my husband, they're 2 hours away, so we don't have an option but to call people at work. And very quickly, you guys, Matt Smith Real Estate Group became my family. The people who saw me through some of the darkest times of my life. I had some of the biggest heartbreaks I've ever been through while working at Matt Smith Real Estate Group, and I genuinely could not have gotten through them without the family that I had here. So that's just one small measure. It's massive for me, but the crazy thing is my life being changed is just a drop in the ocean, of the amount of lives that we change.
In this market, it seems like we want to hang up on people. We call them, they say, oh, we're just looking. We go, all right, great, thanks, talk to you later. Asking the right questions. You don't know how much you can change someone's life that they didn't even know that you could help them. When we're reaching out to clients and trying to serve them, because that's what we're doing. Some people think we're salesmen, but we're not. We're actually here to help you. We're actually more of a supportive servant role is what I see the real estate agent as. One of the lives that I can recall changing, it's just one of our offices was next to Subway. I would see this girl every day as she pulled in and I pulled in, and we just kind of wave at each other or whatever. And one day she says, what do you do over there? And I was like, well, we sell houses. And she was like, oh, I wish I could buy a house. I said, oh, well, why can't you buy a house? And she was like, well, I never could. I've rented my whole life. I'm in my 40s. She'd had a rough life. She was actually an ex-addict. I said to her, we're going to buy you a house. And she was like, no, we're not. We bought her a house. Okay. It was a lot love where she has the cutest house with all her kids and she's so happy, and I absolutely believe that we changed her life forever. She never once thought she would be a homeowner. Giving her that shot, most people they're not brave enough to ask. They're searching online, they're looking, but that's our job, right? We know everything about real estate. We're the expert. They're too afraid to ask, or they've heard something or they've seen something on television that's like, oh, you need this and you need that. We know more than what they've seen on television. Educating them, they could potentially, you change their life forever. I love that story. That's like my favorite story, as because she was so happy and absolutely never once in her life thought she would buy a house. I see her all the time. She's constantly telling me how much she loves her house still. It's been a couple of years now, but she loves that. And I know we changed her life forever. But I do see that sometimes we also just focus on the clients, but the fact is we change each other's lives here on the team, the vendors. Each real estate transaction deals with lenders, appraisers, inspectors, and we're constantly in communication with them. If you don't have that positive, building those relationships, that goes back to our core values. It's all about changing lives. You can really make or break somebody's day just with the conversation that you have with them. And you don't know that sometimes just kindness can absolutely change a life. And so that's what we do here, right? That's why we have these core values. That's why we live by these pillars, is because that's what we're doing. Even if a 5-minute walkthrough changes a life, then that's the best thing in the world, right? And you don't even know sometimes that you've changed people's lives just by a smile or a nod or a good conversation, or you taught them something that they didn't know before that will change their life in the future. Even if you don't change it now, it could be something that they remember for a lifetime. And so just always being positive and always being there to try to make a difference is what I think our entire team is built around.
What changing lives means to me is leaving someone better than how you found them. And in real estate, we can do that in many ways, whether that be helping our clients buy and sell, or the community. We do a lot of events around here, and we support a lot of local organizations. And in the office, helping our fellow coworkers, even if it's just bringing them a cup of coffee. There's so many ways that we can change lives in our community and with all the agents that we work with.
We are focused on changing lives. How can this decision, this conversation, this one interaction help change someone's life? And we focus on that each and every day. And I think it is amazing to see the result that we've been able to have. Over 3,500 families served, 3,500 families served. In each one of them, we've played a small little part helping them live a better life. Whether that's selling the home they needed to sell because they're moving to an area, whether that's upgrading to a larger home for their family, moving to the area and they need someone to be their guide, whatever that situation is, we get to play a part in that each and every day. We're so privileged in this business. We are so blessed to be in this amazing organization of like-minded people that are just such great people, focused, tunnel vision on how can we help more people and change more lives.